guys, my name's Danny and I'm going to introduce you to this project I'm working on for Project Blue November. I'm taking their Instagram challenge and turning it into a YouTube challenge, so I'm going to be vlogging their prompts every day. And today's day one and our prompt is family. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my family and how they've been with me through my diabetes journey. Before I was diagnosed, nobody in my family really understood anything about diabetes, but as soon as I was diagnosed, we all just started learning, and I think that makes me very lucky because I know some people, their families don't even bother trying. They just blame them or blame themselves for everything that could have happened or what did happen in some cases, but they've always let me decide what I want from my care and what I need to do. And I think part of that happened because I was 12 when I was diagnosed, and you can't really do that for somebody who's like 6 months old. But still, for example, my mom, she worked really hard to make sure that I always felt that I was okay. I never was shamed by her for having a high blood sugar or was told that I failed if my A1C was too high. She always told me that, every day is a new day and you can just keep trying. And that's something that really helped me when I was trying to cope with it, especially during my high school years when I went through a really tough time. And she's the kind of mom that I'm really lucky to have. She would drive 2 hours in the middle of the night if I left my insulin at home, and she actually did that once. And my dad, he drew an elephant on the whiteboard when I was diagnosed because I was scared of needles. And he told me that defeating diabetes is like eating an elephant, one bite at a time. And so every time I did something interesting or new with my diabetes, such as giving myself my first shot or testing my blood sugar on my own without crying, or when I counted my carbs correctly and my blood sugar was good at a couple hours later, he would take a little bite out of the elephant on the whiteboard and tell me, see, you're that closer to being out of the hospital. And so when I got out of the hospital, we erased the rest of the elephant, and it was the last bite. And, that's sort of what drives me in trying to make sure that I keep up with my diabetes, is just that thought of, sometimes I'm going to mess up, but it's just one step at a time, one day at a time. And I know that my extended family doesn't know as much as they could, and maybe that's a little bit of the fact that they just don't spend as much time with me as my parents do, but they still don't judge or make statements that are, derogatory or accusatory. They ask questions, and they make sure that I'm the one to educate them about my personal diabetes care, so they're not making an assumption based on something they saw on the internet. So, overall, I think I'm very lucky to have the family I do have, and that they're very supportive, and they take care of me when I can't take care of myself, or they make sure that my voice is heard when it comes to diabetes awareness, and they definitely are behind me every step of the way. And that concludes today's prompt. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2, and make sure you like, subscribe, or comment on this video, share it everywhere you would like, and check out projectbluenovember.com for their information as well. See you tomorrow.